everyone. Welcome to another large group for Mrs. Coop's preschool class. Today is a very exciting day. It's the last day of the month that we have been talking about. It's also the start of a brand new study that we're going to start talking about for the next 4 weeks. So let's get started by giving everyone a big old hug. Wrap your arms around yourself. Give a big squeeze. Oh, you are loved and you are missed. We are going to start today by going over our calendar. I said it's the very last day of this month, so let's scroll to it. We are still in the very last month or day of August. Yep. August is kind of that last little bit of our summer of playing at home. School starts in August, and we'll have a fun and exciting new month that we will talk about tomorrow. And we have some friends who will be having a birthday in the next month that's going to come up. So right now we're going to count, and we're going to count to the highest number possible. So get ready to count aloud with me. Here we go, guys. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Today is the 31st of August. And the 31st will mark the very last of the month of August before we get started in a new month. We are going to talk about the days of the week to figure out what day the 31st is. It is the very first of our school week. So think about that. What's the first day that we go to school? All right, we're going to know this really well by the end of the year, okay? The first day we're going to go to school. We're going to sing our songs, so you get your hands warmed up, whether you want to clap or you want to snap. All right, ready? Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 All right. So we know that we do not have school on those Saturday or Sundays. And we go back to school on the day that follows Sunday. There's Sunday and there's Monday. Today is Monday, the very first day of our school week. We will go to school for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Those are our school days. Saturday and Sunday are the weekend. That means there's no school. You get to stay and relax all day at home and not worry about schoolwork, okay? So that means that today is Monday, August 31st, and the year is 2020. Great job with calendar today, guys. Got to say thank you to Mr. Jim, who put up our new bulletin board, and Mrs. Boyer, who helped decorate. Look how beautiful she made our bulletin board. It's got a Super Friends background on it. We got Super Mrs. Boyer up here. Let's see if you can see that. There's Super Mrs. Boyer, and there's Super Mrs. Coop. How cool is that? All right, guys, this room is so ready for you. We just got to get the okay. All right, so each week we're going to introduce a color that we're going to talk about. And yes, there are songs that go with these colors. Each week we'll talk about a shape. We'll introduce a number that we'll focus on that week. And we'll kind of talk about those all week long. And then next week we'll get a new color, a new shape, a new number. We'll start introducing letters later on. Right now we'll just review all the letters this week. And then we'll repeat them over the year. So halfway through, maybe we'll start getting the colors coming back. And then that way we can check, do we still remember those? And they'll stay fresh in our brain. So we're going to check out what color we have. And it is the color that is the background of our bulletin board. It's kind of hard to see. I might lift you up. see it so it's not a glare. There is our color. It is the color red. R-E-D, red. The car is red. His cape is red. And look at our background is also red. Is there anything at your house that is red? This week, it'd be a great idea to go around and do a red scavenger hunt. Can you find stuff around your house that's red? That'd be a good activity just while you're at home and trying to figure out something to do. Our shape is this one here. Does anyone know it before I say it? I start in one spot. I go all the way around back at the top. There are no corners at all on this one. This is a circle. We have a beautiful circle that is the color blue. Great job. All right, and then this week we're also going to be doing the number. This one's my favorite to teach. It is the number 0. 0. So I like to know what 0 number, what it is when I have a 0 in my hands, there's nothing happening in here. There's nothing, not a zip. There are, if I had a big old box and I told my kids, you could put 0 toys in that box. How many toys could they put in? My kids would be so sad because there'd be no toys, nothing, nada, 0, zip. It is the first thing I count before I start counting to anything. So if I'm counting my hands, I'd say I have 0 fingers. Then I would start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 0 is the nothing. That clean plate before anyone adds food to it, you have 0, nothing, nada. Nothing's on there. So you can just kind of talk about that this week as you're playing with things, as you're sharing toys. Ask your child when they have 0, how many things are there? It's the easiest one to count because there's nothing to count. Okay, so for our color, it is a beautiful color song. And I am going to make sure I can sing it with you and show it to you as I sing it. I will upload this so you can also have it this week. These are what our color songs will look like. We are going to learn how to spell each and every color as it comes up. So here's my color sheet. And this one is to Frere Jacques. So it goes like this. R-E-D, red, R-E-D, red. I can spell red. I can spell red. Fire trucks are red, stop signs are red too. R-E-D, R-E-D. Great. Anytime you can just introduce this song and sing along with your child, they're going to be able to spell the color red. I promise. We are going to keep singing it and keep practicing it all year, but especially this week, we'll focus on that red color. During large group, we're going to do stuff like that. We're also going to do our rhyme time is what we call it here. And that is our Michael Hagerty. He does kind of phonics or how words and letters sound. So we have all these really fun things that we get to do every day with Michael Hagerty. And it's a listening and a speaking for your child to do. So if I point to me, it's my turn to speak. And when I point to you, that means you get to repeat back what I just said. Are you ready? Okay. We are going to focus on words that rhyme. Rhyming means the end of the word. So not the beginning, the very end of the word. They're going to sound similar to one another. So let's see if you can hear the rhyme in these words. Hug, rug. Did you repeat it back when I pointed to you? Good job. Okay, let's try it again, okay? Hug, rug. Good. Both those words have an ug, g. That UG makes an ug, g sound at the end. And that's what made them both rhyme. Let's see if you can listen to the next one. Miss, kiss. Great job on that rhyme too. Miss, kiss. They both have that double S that's making a S at the end. Good job. All right, this one has a color word in it. Red bed. Good. Red bed. Maybe you have a red bed at home. There's the N sound, ed, on both of those. Here's the next one. Sat, pat. Wow, great job. Those are at. There's a bunch of fun rhymes you can do with that one. My kids love at rhymes. Sat, pat, cat. Hopefully, pat is not going to sat on a cat. That would be so bad. You might put something on your head. That would be a hat. Good job. If you're in baseball, you might have to step up and hold the baseball bat. Great job. So you can practice that at home too. Point to yourself and give 2 words. See if they can repeat it back. If your child has that down really good, you could start building off of it like we did with the at. So you could say sat, pat, and see if they can come up with their own. We start doing that halfway through the school year, but if you think your child's ready to try that, go right ahead. One more rhyme. Ready? Hop, stop. Great job. They both have an OP going up. Hop, stop. Fantastic job. All right, that's all we're going to do this week as we introduce today as we introduce our rhyme words. There's more activities that we'll keep including for you to kind of learn and just keep introducing these sounds as you go through them this week, okay? So in Back to School, that is our new study, Back to School. But school is really different and kind of cool this year because you didn't go back to school and walk in through my classroom doors. You came back to school and walked in through our Schoology doors. That's really neat if you think about it. No school year has ever started like this before. You guys are getting to experience something that no one's ever got to do before. You're starting the school year on this cool online program. Good job, guys. I'm so impressed. I've never done that before. This is my first time too. So it's a really exciting year. So our unit's called Back to School. And when we're in person, this is when we go over how we use our centers. It's when we go over how to get around our school building. And we're going to modify and change that stuff up a little bit, but we're still going to have the same concepts. I'm going to show you what art looks like. I'm going to show you what our science tables look like. And then I'm going to hopefully give you ideas on what you can do at home as well. So here's our art center. What do you have at home that you could do the same art stuff? So I hope that kind of makes sense. I don't want this unit to be sad because we are back at school. We're just look a little different than normal. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me for Monday, August 31st. A brand new month is going to be up, and we're going to have some friends who have a birthday in that month. So it's going to be very exciting. All right, guys. Stay safe, and I will talk to you again soon. All right. Bye, guys.